I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is I'm reading through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be jumping around a little bit as I move along, but we'll be jumping around a little bit more later on. Right now, I'm just reading in the book of Leviticus, and this is chapter 2. How offerings of flour with oil and incense are made. And when any will offer a meat offering unto the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour, and he shall pour oil upon it, and put frankincense thereon. And he shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priests, and he shall take there out his handful of the flour thereof, and of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof. And the priest shall burn the memorial of it upon the altar, to be an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire. And if thou bring an oblation of a meat offering, baken in the oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, or unleavened wafers anointed with oil. And if thy oblation be a meat offering baken in a pan, it shall be a fine flour unleavened mingled with oil. Thou shalt part it in pieces, and pour oil thereon. It is a meat offering. And if thy oblation be a meat offering baken in the frying pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. And thou shalt bring the meat offering that is made of these things unto the Lord. And when it is presented unto the priest, he shall bring it unto the altar. And the priest shall take from the meat offering a memorial thereof, and shall burn it upon the altar. It is an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And that which is left of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire. No meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven. For ye shall burn no leaven, nor any honey, in any offering of the Lord made by fire. And for the oblation of the firstfruits ye shall offer them unto the Lord, but they shall not be burnt on the altar for a sweet savor. And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt. Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy Lord, of thy God, to be lacking from the meat offering. With all thine offerings thou shalt offer salt. And if thou offer a meat offering of thy firstfruits unto the Lord, thou shalt offer for the meat offering of the firstfruits green ears of corn, dried by the fire, even corn beaten out of full ears. And thou shalt put oil upon it, and lay frankincense thereon. It is a meat offering. And the priest shall burn the memorial of it, part of the beaten corn thereof, and part of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Now this is a little interesting. So, different ways of offering. You can just bring the flour itself. You can bring it baked in an oven, baked in a pan, or baked in a frying pan. Different ways of cooking it. In any way it is, it has to be anointed with oil and have frankincense. And when it's brought in, the priest would take a portion of it. It says take their handful. They take a handful of it, make sure they get all the frankincense, and they burn that, and what's left is given to the priests. It becomes that's their stuff. So that's how they get their flour and their bread. Now it does say that this is a little bit of a contradiction. I'm not sure what to make of this, because it says, as for the oblation of the first fruits, offer them unto the Lord, but they shall not be burnt. And then later on, if thou offer a meat offering of thy first fruits unto the Lord, priests shall burn the memorial of it. Now, I think it's talking about two different things, because we have the oblation of the meat offering, and then the oblation of the first fruits. I think these are two different sacrifices being made. In the footnotes, it tells us to look back at Exodus 23 for the first fruits. So let us quickly review that. Exodus 23, verse 19. I gotcha. So there you go. Well, it said the first stuff, that the very first harvest is to be given to the Lord, just like the firstborn animals are given to the Lord. So that's what it means, the oblation of the first fruits. And then later on, after you've made that, after you've given that to the Lord, then if you are going to make a meat offering of the early harvest, then it's burnt. Okay, I got you. That does make sense. Basically, you pay your tithing, and then if you want to make a meat offering, this is how you do it. So that makes sense. But that is the end, so we'll see you in the next one.